I woke up so late this morning, I thought, oh, forget this, I'm going to take a vacation day. I have lots of vacation days left. So that's crazy. But we all get like that, right? I went to bed early, just exhausted, and did not want to get up out of bed. I mean, my alarms went off. I didn't listen to them. But it's a heaven-sent day in retrospect. The weather is beautifully warm, dry, a wind. That's why I'm starting off in here. I'm going to be going out in the garden, and as usual, probably have to cut anything I say and dub over or something. But I'm going to, I've got a little list, and I'm going to get some things done, take advantage of this, just a great day. I think that someone was looking over my shoulder and just said, have a vacation day today, Greta. So I'm going to try to finish some of my garlic cleaning up. I've just left them in a mess outside, which isn't a good thing, but we have had weeks and weeks of dry weather, and that has allowed the garlic to actually cure outside. It's still a week off, I think. But the rain hasn't come in onto our porch or our veranda, so I've left them there. It is what it is. And I'm going to pick some broad beans. There are still a few black currants I'd left out there. They look good, so I'm going to see what I can gather from those. I've got beans I need to get. General tidying up of the garden. I haven't watered. I just haven't watered. The garden is on its own for much of the... Maybe tonight. I'll garden tonight because I'll be well rested. That's right. You'll get a treat. So I'll just take you with me as I putter about in the garden. And later, I think I'm even... Not that I'll take you with me on that, but I think I'm even going to get some house cleaning done, hopefully. Something I've been apparently avoiding like the plague. I'm slowly working on my garlic. This is the state I left it in when I harvested it, and here it still sits. I just noticed there's the upside down bulb. Look how lovely he is, though. So I've got those to go. I don't know how many's there. And slow but sure, trying to clean them up. They're still in, I think, their last week of drying, but they're okay to sort of clean up a bit. So getting there. Us gardeners, we try to do as much as we can, picking away, and as they say in Newfoundland, eh, bye. All right, this is where I sit when it's nice out, and I will today, and I'll clean up this mess later and put it in the compost. We have, I'll speak about these first. I noticed this morning. Bruce is just as busy as I, and we didn't trim these weeds, or he. And I don't know if you can see any of the flying fluff from those. They're not a dandelion, but a similar, whatever they are. You know what I'm going to be dealing with next year? They're flying everywhere, and I'll show you where they end up. Yeah. I'm so far behind in weeding. This is my strawberry bed. They're too big. I need gloves now, so there's another one coming up. Yeah. May or may not get to that. I won't pretend that I will. I have some little nasty thing. Bigger than a mouse, I would say, I'm afraid. After watching Terry King's, I'm thinking I may have a rat. He's liking my beets. I'm leaving this one here. I don't know if you can see from here to here is eaten. I'm leaving that there to entice him for that and to try to leave a few others alone. What I'm finding is my beets are... oh, here's one that I just threw away. They're left just this. He gnaws that off first. And do I have the other piece? Yeah. And then, you know, you might find the root in there, but he eats the whole thing. So it looks like I may be buying some beets from the local farmers this year. just finished the harvest on these broad beans. Still some left. May use those for seeds, I'm not sure. Onions dry as bone. I mean, there's nothing in this soil. I've been pulling potatoes. It's my fault. I could, of course, carry some water up here. I'm just too lazy. So they're just going to have to do their thing. Very, very dry summer this year. And so many people that they send have their own dug wells, and they're all run dry. It's really been a very dry season. We have a deep well, or what do you call them? Artesian well is what I'm trying to say. This was I think I had 8 corn kernels. So I put those in. They haven't done anything because there's no water. So there they are. Same thing here. Very stunted. Looks like it's going to bloom, but I obviously stuck some squash around, and they're very, very stunted. Red onions. They're looking okay. That's the red Carmens. But look at my walking onions. I haven't even harvested any of these. They're just left to go crazy. I have a lot of onions. These are now growing from the bulbils here, so I'm going to get those. This is a bed of potatoes I've been harvesting from, and they've been delicious. But you can see that they're very dry, and so I just pull, and I'm enjoying them because I have an awful lot of potatoes. But the really, really delicious ones, that's the, I never remember the name. Oh my goodness. Irish cobbler. Look. That would have been planted early as I could too, so just no water. Just no water. I can go deep, it's just... Anywho, my empty garlic bed. I was going to put spinach in here, but since I don't come up to water it, it's still too early because it's very hot, but we'll go cold overnight here. So I may do that yet if there's any rain coming. Another bed of potatoes, haven't touched those. Those were a longer one and they're looking great. I've been checking just to make sure they're not popping out anywhere. Oops, there's one right there. Some of them. They're pretty good. I buried them deep enough, I think. I've been taking a few of... Look. Oh, I think something's been in here. Okay, cover those up. These are the red Norlands. They're also fairly early. So here's my bush bean bed. Looking very heavily populated, which I did on purpose. Oh, look. A flower, because I've got a squash trying to... That's not going to do anything, is it? I've got a pea bush. I've been harvesting from this, and looks like I can get some more. That's good. Always good to have some extra. I don't mind it's in there. I have so many beans. I noticed also, look at this, a purple Peruvian. And I think there's another one over there too. So, those got left in the bed, I guess. But that's alright. Some surprise potatoes are welcome. So I've got lots of mix of bush beans. I can't remember them all. I've got Drew's Dandy. This is the pea bean. I've got a French one, Verde something. And then I've just got from regular yellow wax and green. Can't remember their names. Let me see if I can find a name here that'll help me. I can't. Oh yeah, there's something here. This is the early Mohawk. And there's another variety that escapes me that's in there. So I'm going to get some of those, and I'm going to make probably just like one of those Greek, I don't know the name of the dish, but I've got some lovely fresh new potatoes, and so I'll get just to keep on top of the beans, we'll have a bean and and potatoes braised in olive oil, garlic. I'll just do one of those dishes if you know what I mean. So I'll get at picking the beans. I'm going to do a bit, the weeds don't appear too bad. I guess the dryness. So I'll just do a bit more harvesting. Oh, and over here is just some of the broad beans that I've picked today. I'll freeze them.